This is the garage overhead door with a garage car entry metal panel overhead door. And our optic sensors are closer to the ground, the floor, the driveway than 6 inches. That's a good thing. Now the electric control wires to our optic sensors have been fastened with uninsulated staples. These staples are supposed to be insulated. The uninsulated staples can pinch the insulation and short out the wire so it doesn't act like it's supposed to. Coming on along, we're supposed to have spring tension notices on the outside corners of the first panel, second panel, third panel, fourth panel. Whether we're talking about brick courses, stair steps, shingles, it always starts first is at the bottom. First panel, outside corner, spring tension notices. Okay. We're also supposed to have a pull handle inside of the door, and we do not have one of those. That's a bad thing. Our manual door lock has been decommissioned. That's what the bolt is. So as long as the door opener is being operated, we don't accidentally cause damage to the door. You don't lock it, forget about it, try to open it, it doesn't happen. Now, if we quit using the door opener, may come a time when we want to take the bolt out and lock the door manually because we're not going to be using this. But as long as we're using it, we're not going to do that. Okay? Now, I disengaged. I don't have a pull handle, so we're just going to kind of go like this. And we're seeing, we have pull handles on the outside. We're supposed to have pull handles on the inside and the outside. You see how the door just sits half open like that? That's a good thing. Our spring tension is adjusted the way it's supposed to be. Now over here, you'll notice that we've got a safety notice. Another good thing. You read that and you're aware that operating a garage car entry door is dangerous. Coming on along, also got another notice right here. Our door opener isn't. I have to measure that. It's supposed to be a minimum of 5 feet. Let me get my child's tape measure out here. For Father's Day, I stole this from my kids. It's 5 feet above. I said, I need one of those. Thanks. Dad. So the door opener button is 5 feet up. It's illuminated. We have a warning notice. Those are good things. We have an emergency release. A good thing. Our courtesy light works. A good thing. I know this door is on GFCI. Well, I can prove it. Come over here. This is the GFCI for the garage. Trip it, light goes away. Reset it, light comes back. We're on GFCI. Just like these receptacles have GFCI, they're marked. I get it, nobody's going up there. We should have had a little mark up there. Okay. We're getting to the good part, man. I'm going to re-engage the emergency handle. The new ones have little springs. The older ones you got to yank up. Close sesame. Nice and tight. Okay, now I've made a business decision to do no harm. If you go on my website and look up my inspection agreement, you'll see that I do not do manual block tests. The inspection agreement that my client sign, my dear client says, I do not do block tests. I have baked block test instructions inside your report, and the builder, he would be glad. I know he wants to show you the block test. I mean, I thought I heard him saying something about, can't wait to do the block test for my buyer. I think he said something like that. All right? But I made a business decision to do no harm. I'm going to break the beam, the optic sensor beam, for the safety reverse with my big old flat zombie hoof. Okay? So I'm going to trudge across the tundra over here, mile after mile. I'm going to push the button. What? I know the safety reverse works. It goes into safety reverse. It doesn't need me to break the beam with my flat zombie hoof. It doesn't need me to do that because the optic sensors, no doubt, are out of adjustment. If they adjust those, we do know it does have a safety reverse. The builder can show you the block test. So what did we learn? We learned that our optic sensors are likely out of adjustment. We've learned that we do not have insulated staples. We learned that we do not have a pull handle inside. That's probably the electrical section. Okay, we go with the electrical. Our GFCI is not labeled as being a GFCI. In our ceiling luminary in the garage, you should have a protective cage around it to keep people from cleaning up with pipes and stuff and pieces of wood and stuff and banging the light, breaking it, and causing that kind of. So that's our garage car overhead door statement.